Got 3 out of 8 last week, and so that leaves me 30 in 7 weeks. That's pretty bad. But anyways, hello. Let's go through my round 7 tips. So tomorrow night, Wednesday, 24th of April, Richmond take on Melbourne. Now, Richmond and Melbourne have had byes, so they're coming off fresh, but I think Richmond have been competitive. They did lose by a good 40 odd points against 37, I think, in the end, to a West Coast Eagles side who won their first game, and Melbourne come off winning. Melbourne ended up winning by 2 goals against Brisbane at the MCG. So, with that being said, I'm going to go Melbourne to win by 5 goals. I think they're just going to be a little bit too classy in the midfield and in the forward line. Now, Richmond can score goals, but with Melbourne's defence, I don't think so. And without Tom Lidge, he's going to be out for a long time, so they're cooked. Shea Bolton might have a career best. No, you know what? I'm going to say Shea to have 30 touches. That's my sort of big call, and it's not really a big call because he'll probably do it. And I'm going to say, and Bailey Fritsch to have 5 goals. Next game is the Anzac Day clash. Essendon, Collingwood. Essendon had a good win last week and beat Adelaide in Adelaide, potentially holding the ball. In my opinion, it was not, so it was a correct decision in the end, and the better team won. And then we've got Collingwood, who had a 70 points turnaround. That's ridiculous. Are they back? Time will tell. We can't say, are they back with one solid game. They've had a couple of good wins, but are they back? We're not sure yet. So it's going to be a tight one. Peter Wright, 2 metre Peter's back, so that's going to be good. They finally have a genuine key forward, but I'm going to say Essendon to win by 5 points. I don't know, just something about Essendon that's exciting. So we've got GWS versus the cooked Lions, Brisbane Lions. Brisbane, they cooked. They really are. They're not the same. And I generally do not see them inside the top 8. Or if they are, they're not a threat. They're not good enough at all. I don't know how Eric Hipwood keeps getting a game. He is beyond terrible. His efforts around the ball and his efforts trying to take a mark is incredibly terrible. Yes, there were terrible conditions for all key forwards for the Brisbane Lions and the Cats, but they just made no impact. Joe Danaher obviously had a pretty good impact. He had about 70 touches, was it? Something like that. But I just don't know how I can see them contend. Charlie Cameron was missing last week. Didn't really see him at all, even though he had 8 touches. And Toby Green and Jesse Hogan have got 1 match suspensions. But I think GWS is going to be just too classy. Now, I'm going to make a video on this, and the AFL is just, I feel like the AFL is bullies at this stage because, if your name's Toby Green, you get suspended. Doesn't matter what you do. I just don't understand. I really don't. Hogan does a really stupid thing to do. He deserves a week. Toby Green does not deserve a week there. I just don't understand. So I'm going to say GWS to win by 21 points in the end. Now we've got Port Adelaide versus St Kilda. Now Port Adelaide to win by 6 goals. St Kilda, they're cooked. I know it's only round 7, but I can't even see them finishing. I think they'll be bottom 6 side. I really do. They're not good enough. And you've got Port Adelaide, who only can beat the bottom sides. They can't really. What was it in the end? 37 top 8 sides, and they've lost 70. 70. That's insane. That's in Ken Hinkley's coaching career. But look, they only beat the bottom sides. They can't actually win away anywhere really. North Melbourne, Adelaide to win by 70. North, they're just making up the numbers. They really are, and they've just got their paychecks. They're not good enough whatsoever, and I seriously don't know how a lot of them players are playing AFL. Like, yes, it's amazing to play AFL. Even one game, that's amazing. But just the second and third efforts are terrible. I don't know if they know how to defend. Like, they just stand there and waiting for something to happen. Next minute, there's a mark inside 50. And Hawthorn aren't a great side, and they're similar. So I don't know how you get beaten up like that. And if it wasn't for Harry Sheezel, they'd probably be down by over 100 points easily. So I'm going to say Adelaide to win by 70. Carlton, Geelong, I'm looking forward to this game. Now, this is a huge test month for us. If we want to be a genuine contender threat, we must win. We've got 5 pretty tough matches to come. So obviously, we need to get past Carlton. Then we have Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Gold Coast, GWS. We've got 5 tough matchups. And if we beat Collingwood in there, who knows? Yes, we haven't played against great teams, but that's not really our fault. We've done enough. But if we want to be genuine contenders, we have to beat Carlton. Carlton do have a lot of injuries, but at the same time, a lot of those players would not make any other contender side. Really. They're good role players, but I don't know how many. There's probably about 3 or 4 that will be in their best 22. I'm going to say Geelong, only because I'm a Geelong supporter. I'm going to say Geelong to win by 15 points. I think we'll just do enough. Now, obviously, we need to stop Paddy Cripps, and we need to stop Sammy Walsh. Obviously, Curnow, and also we need to stop Mackay. Now, Tom Stewart is out with concussion, so that sucks. But maybe it's time. Bold call. Why not have Reece Stanley? Reece Stanley go down back. Because Toby Conway is exciting to watch. Reece Stanley down back, or even Connor O'Sullivan. Give him a chance to prove. Like, that's just, yeah. Why not? We've got really nothing to lose, honestly. And so be it. If we lose and we give them experience and, we have a real crack. As long as they give 110% and they have a massive crack and we don't just get done or, so be it. So that's just my opinion. Now I've got Fremantle versus Western Bulldogs. I'm going Western Bulldogs. I don't know why people are tipping Fremantle. Yes, it's at their home ground, but they got demolished by West Coast. They were down by 60-something points. I think 68, I think it was. And I'm going Western Bulldogs to win. I think they're just going to be a little bit too classy. And Bulldogs played quite well at Optus, bar from the 2021 Grand Final. They've actually done alright, so I'm going to tip them to win by 13 points. Gold Coast, West Coast. Now, Gold Coast, they're a decent side. Obviously, they got done by a lot against Sydney, but Sydney, let's be real, they're a top 4 contender for sure. Now, I'm going to go an upset here. I don't really think it's upset anymore. I'm going West Coast. The hype train's real, and Harley Reid's going to have a day out. Like, he's elite. And I'm looking forward to seeing him for the next 7 years. I feel like we need to judge him after 2 years. We can't, we can't overhype him just yet. He's a sensational player already. But let's just take down the brakes a little bit. Alright, so the next game, I'm going to say West Coast to win by 18 points. Now, the next game is at the MCG, Hawthorn take on Sydney Swans. Now, this is going to be a cracking game to watch. I don't know. Hawthorn, they had a good win, but this is the sort of game Hawthorn would win, and it's against Sydney as well. And Sydney, yes, they're a great side. They're a top 4 contender easily. They've got so much talent, and they're starting to show that. But this is the sort of game Hawthorn would actually win. Now, I'm going to go for a few upsets because I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to go Hawthorn to win by a goal. I just don't know. I just feel like they could actually win this. And that's probably ridiculous to say because they only beat North Melbourne. But like, there's just something about Hawthorn. And it's weird as a Cats fan to say that. But yeah. Anyways, that is the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel. 1K. Hopefully this year. That'd be nice. But yeah, I'm just doing this for fun at the moment. Anyways, more videos will come out. Some interesting topic videos to talk about. Looking forward to it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Peace.